tonight is Friday Night NASCAR on the FWM network. FourWide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. FourWide Motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Heat waves dance on the backstretch. Spotters call tight on the headset. One more lap till legends are made. Name on the wall, a fade away. Friday Night NASCAR on the FWM network. FourWide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. FourWide Motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Fire in the pipes, thunder in the seats. From the shop floor grind to the big show heat. This is your night, this is your turn. FourWide Motorsports, let the horses run. Tonight, it's Friday Night NASCAR on the FWM network. FourWide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. FourWide Motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Grandstand shake, beer cans rage, chrome throws sparks in the dark. It's about to be one wild race. Tape down, tailgate slam, dust on boots, badge on the cam. Small town pride, big stage fight. All eyes locked on the stripe tonight. It's Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. FourWide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. FourWide Motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Heat waves dance on the backstretch. Spotters call tight on the headset. One more lap till legends are made. Name on the wall, a fade away. Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. FourWide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. FourWide Motorsports, light it up, let it burn. Fire in the pipes, thunder in the seats. From the shop floor grind to the big show let the horses run. Tonight, it's Friday night NASCAR on the FWM network. FourWide, door to door, turn it up, let it hurt. From the short track speedways out to the dirt. FourWide Motorsports, light it up, let it burn.
Welcome everybody to the Friday night FWM FourWide Motorsports ARCA series. Presents the Windy City 150 from Chicagoland Speedway. I'm here with Colton Bernier, and our producer Tracy Brown is working the magic behind the scenes. How you doing, Colton? What do you think tonight?
Doing great, Charles. Thanks for welcoming me in. Glad to see you back here again, joining us, and I'm glad to be here joining yous on this Friday night for the ARCA series with the Windy City 150. As you've seen there in the beginning of the broadcast, we are starting a new thing for the ARCA series called Hot Laps with Colton, which would be me. So I will say this track is pretty decent and pretty decent to run. Kind of easy for me as I take it. So it's going to be a good race here tonight, Charles.
Well, let's run through the starting lineup real quick. Daniel Michel is in first in the 25. Kiner Leach is in second in the 71. Caleb Sisk in third. Stephen Luttrell in fourth. Hunter Carlson fifth. Ronald Rattry in sixth. Mike Coraview in seventh. Nick Biddy in eighth. Carlson Rowland in ninth, and Joe David in 20th position. What do you got?
In 11th, we got Benjamin Hollenball in the 8 car, Thomas Silva in the 31 and 12th, Paul Dillon 13th, Chris Golden in 14th, Wayne Cannon rolling off 15th, Ron Walters 16th, Yogi Schlier in 17th, Skylar Herod in 18th, Kenneth Camp in 19th, and rounding out your field in 20th, Chris Norris.
As the green flag drops and we go green flag racing here at the Windy City 150 from Chicagoland Speedway, as mentioned before, and these guys are already 2-3 wide coming down the stretch here. We're gonna see a lot of real fast racing here, and guys are gonna really have to feel the track out, feel what line's gonna work best for them, because there are a couple different lines as the first caution comes out of the night.
Yeah, this track's definitely going to be a different one as the track rubbers up a little bit. The high groove kind of seemed like the fastest in the hot lap session I did, but as it came in, you started getting that inside lane also, so both of them were starting to work together. So that could change things up here, as everybody's probably going to go with that double file racing.
Yeah, as we look back at our replay and we're trying to find a caution, and it looks like the 113 just kind of pulls off the track. I don't know what that was about there, but that brought out the yellow flag for some reason. Well, we're gonna re-rack them, and we're gonna try again, as the starting order really didn't change there. Everybody's seems to be right around the same position. They started. Nick Biddy got up two positions. I think Joe David 3 positions there. Thomas Sylvia, he came up a couple spots. So a couple movers so far in the first lap.
Yeah, totally unsure what happened there. Maybe a mix-up. Something definitely weird for that first caution there. As we're taking a look back, Hunter Carlson, I did see he is at the back of the line, so I'm not sure what happened. It looks like he was given an EOL.
Maybe it was race control. Saw something they didn't like on that restart and racked it back up again. Because I am not seeing any incidences to say.
Yeah, I don't see it either, Charles. The only thing I saw here was Hunter got an EOL for some reason. So maybe that's something after the race we can find out what happened for the first caution there.
Yeah, absolutely. But as the pace truck, we don't have a car tonight. We got a truck. Dips into the infield, and these guys are at the starting zone, and they gun it to the green flag, and we are off racing once again tonight.
Yeah, take a look at that, Charles. We got Danny Michelle back up there in our usual Friday night ARCA racing. Danny Michelle jumping out to the lead, but we got a battle here as you got Caleb Sisk pushing in the pressure there, trying to take over, and gets the position coming into turn 3.
He definitely did get the position, and look who's in that mix with them. Is Leach is another one of their drivers, and these guys all stick together. So it's going to be interesting to see that team. I think they're running 1, 2, and 3 right now. So Daniel's going to have his Daniel in the 25 is going to have his hands full with that team working together the way they have been lately.
Yeah, I was just going to say, take a look at that. Your top 3 right now coming into turn 3 is Danny Michelle's trying to get underneath there to put the pressure on to take off 3rd place. But your top 3 there, the Sisk Speed Shop, just taking 1, 2, and 3 and going to try and run this race out and see what they can do as teammates here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if these guys continue to work so good as a team and they join the league as a team. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, some of our other guys that race together all the time. Like Michelle is always up front, but he's got Luttrell. Luttrell's always up there with him. You know, it was hard to see, you know, some of the guys like, let's see, who do we got there? Carlson, Hunter Carlson. That's what I was thinking of. Hunter Carlson, who's always up front with those guys. You know, he's going to have to get up there and help these guys because they're going to need help to contend with that team.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you take a look there, Steven Luttrell putting it on. He's giving these guys a run for their money early on in the race here as we're only coming to lap 8 of 100 tonight. He's starting to put a run on there. You know, we got a couple guys, new faces up here with FWM. Charles, I don't want to leave it out, and I don't want to say anything bad, but I know we had some bad racing going on here that we're trying to get cleaned up, but I know there are some tempers with certain different drivers here, so we might see a little bit of a show tonight if somebody doesn't hold back on that throttle, but hopefully all in all these guys can race as clean as possible and have fun here and get a good race in.
Yeah, it's all about fun, but you know that racing and racing in my day back in the 90s and the 80s always had their rivalries. So, you know, racing rivalries really make racing a lot more fun too. So if we get some of that competitive spirit here, it is welcome as long as they these guys race with respect, and that's what this league asks for.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I will say,
as we go 3 wide for the three wide for the lead right now. Oh my God! And we can make it 4 wide here, guys. Hang on to your seats. It's getting choppy out there. Take a look at this. Who's going to come out in first here?
I was going to say, they're coming across the start-finish line. I were thinking we were going to go about 5 wide. They were all right there and kind of setting up.
So it looked like the 36 came down into the 6 a little bit, or vice versa. I didn't really get a good look at that in real time, but that was a real close call up front. That could have wiped out the whole field right there.
Yeah, Charles, I'm going to put my opinion out there. I really think it's a little too early on in this race to be going 3 wide and pushing the issue.
Oh, we got one around.
First caution of the night.
Oh, and it collects just about maybe a 1/8 of the field or so. There's a lot of cars around, guys. We're gonna have to see how many. That's Wayne Cannon. He's around. I saw Hollowball. He was around. Don't really know who else was involved in that until we go back to the replay, but that gathered quite a few of them. Oof.
Chris Norris in there.
Oh, it looks like it happened up a little bit further than where, yeah, right there. Who's that? The number 9 car, and I think that's the green 16 got into it.
Yeah, the number 9 would be Joe David. And looking here, and the 16 a Harold Rothery.
Yeah, it just looks like Rothery looks to go high, and then the 9 just kind of, comes down the track a little bit to make his turn into the corner. But the 16 was definitely there. So just an unfortunate racing incident. 2 guys going for the same real estate right there on the track.
Yeah, and as we previously stated before, Charles, you can't have 2 people going for a piece of real estate that ain't for sale.
No, did you see the 3? Great aerial view right there from Tracy Brown, our producer. But that 3 snuck by as both cars kind of spun across his front end there, and he sails right through without getting touched. That was a close call for the number 3.
Yeah, definitely a close one there.
So once again, it looks like we got a couple pit stops here. Looks like most people came in. The top 3, Thomas Silva, Chris Golden, and Kenneth Camp didn't come in, but it looks like the rest of the field definitely took a pit stop.
Yeah, and it's also looking like they're mostly all on the same page of pit strategy tonight. I only see like Paul Dillon, he took a 14-second pit stop. A couple of our drivers that got caught up there in that incident, they had a little longer, so not sure if they were using their fast repair or not. Maybe taking all 4 tires and the splash of fuel already, trying to get a head start on tonight's race here. So we're just going to have to see how everybody's pit strategy plays out here.
Well, absolutely. And the guys that stayed out, I mean, they were only on a 14 stent tire run, and half of those were cautions now in our second caution. So I don't think those guys up front really have too much tire wear. They might have a fuel issue if the guys behind them have taken fuel. I can't imagine the guys behind them took tires yet.
Yeah, I think it's too early on to take any tires right now. You only got 14 laps in. We also had that first caution, so there wasn't much green flag racing. So probably not a good idea here to start taking tires with just 14 laps into this race.
Yeah, and if I could get the producer to throw up our race summary with the laps to go, tires, and fast repairs, so we could tell the audience what we're looking at tonight. And there we go, 100 laps, 153 miles. Stage break at 35. Sets in the pit, tires in the pits is 3, fast repairs 1, and 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. So there's your rundown of the race. So they got plenty of tires to get to the end of this race. Fast repairs not so much. So unfortunately, a lot of these guys caught up. As we go back to green flag racing, guys that have got caught up in this these wrecks back here, they only got one chance to fix it up and get back out there, and that's it. They're out of luck.
Yeah, definitely changing things up here, taking away some fast repairs, trying to clean up some racing, make people drive smarter. So hopefully we see everything get a little better here tonight as we're back green flag coming to lap 16 of 100 tonight. Thomas Silva out in the lead. Look at your second place runner, our buddy, the ARCA driver, Chris Golden, making a run up there, trying to put on a show for tonight's race at the Windy City 150.
Yeah, Chris is going strong. He was, one of the 3 out there that didn't take a pit, and definitely holding his own out there. Look at Daniel Michel. Sorry, he's taking a real high line there. That first couple cars are way up against the wall. Once again, Michel is taking a line nobody else is.
Yeah, this track here has definitely got a couple different lines, changing some things up. So it's going to be a couple things of pit lane, pit strategy, the lane you want to take and what's going to work at that lap. You know, a couple of these guys, if they can get together and draft each other, they might be able to make that top line work right up at the wall and be able to pass them inside guys.
Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning of this race, you don't know where these guys are going to run. Some guys are going to run low. Some guys are going to run middle. Some guys are going to run, you know, somewhere in between both of that. And then you got guys running on the high side. So there are multiple lanes you could run on this track and be very successful and you know, produce a good race.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, even talking about the lane of the track of where to run together and everything. Look at Chris Golden. He has dropped back to 8th place already, just sitting down there by himself as we got our third caution on lap 18 of 100 tonight.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Caution breeds cautions once again. But you know, like I said, with only one fast repair, this should clean itself up pretty good. 3 wide in the back of the field, and it looks like Chris Cannon goes around off the 16. Don't really know what happened there. It just looked like they're going 3 wide and kind of run out of room.
Yeah, Charles, I taking a look at our live timing. I see Harold Rothery with a meatball flag. So looking like he got some very bad extensive damage here. Might be ending his night as that's showing. Who knows if he took his fast repair from the first incident, that he might not have one to come back out with a clean car.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, Wayne Cannon gets caught up in that wreck too. And that might be the end of his night. With only one fast repair, you know, it's unfortunate that these guys are going to have to sit out the rest of the race if they can't get back on the track. Wayne was already involved in that first wreck. So this is number 2. It doesn't look good for Wayne.
Yeah, taking a look at our chat here while we're under caution. I see we got William Luttrell, Stephen Luttrell fan, Clubhouse. Club is in the house tonight. How's it going, William? Appreciate you being here. Love seeing you guys. We really appreciate all you viewers on the broadcast here that come in and sit here and just watch us. We have somebody that's a good friend of Danny Michelle Special. He loves that wall. So it's looking like that might be something familiar with Danny Michelle running these walls up top there in that top lane.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as we've watched this guy run, you know, for a couple weeks here in this league, it just seems like this guy can run wherever he wants, whenever he wants, because he's just commanding the track and just a absolutely clinic he puts on every time he straps into that race car or his sim rig there. Well, look who's up there with him, Stephen Luttrell, another guy. You know, can ever count him out. He's always up front. And as we're looking at a new guy, Connor Leach, you know, he's another one with that sick Motorsports there, that team. So you got to watch out for those guys too.
Yeah, and as we're getting the field set back up here side by side, getting ready to turn them caution lights off the pace car, get set back up to go green flag. Do want to let everybody know we are changing some things up in the league here. Different penalties and stuff like that for the drivers. Try and clean up the racing, make our broadcast better, make our racing better for everybody at home. So just in case you see somebody go out early or something happens, there are things changing within the league here. So just trying to make things better for everybody between the drivers and the fans.
Yeah, and I got to mention real quick, I think Wayne Cannon did make it back out on the track, so I think he had a fast repair handy, so glad to see him back out on the track. There he is towards the back of the field in the 29 car.
And taking a look here is the pace truck lights are off as we're going to get ready to go back green flag racing here. Coming to lap 22 of 100 for the Windy City 150 at Chicagoland with FourWide Motorsports. We come back to the restart zone with Stephen Luttrell leading the pack, and we are back green flag racing.
what a jump by Luttrell, but you know, give that outside line. Look at how bunched up those guys are, and you know, they're bumper to bumper, so they're going to get a hell of a push up to Luttrell. Luttrell needs a dancing partner out there because he's going to get swallowed up pretty quick, and we saw that happen to Chris Golden. Golden was up there, and then all of a sudden just kind of got swallowed up with no help behind him.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, these guys, once they get bumper to bumper, they got that draft going. Sometimes coming in the turn, it's a little hard to stay into the draft, so they bunch out a little bit, spread out from each other, but then they get back in coming down the straight stretches. So this is definitely going to be one of those things you don't want to be alone out on that track.
Oh, absolutely not. And, you're going to see a lot of guys towards the end of this race really looking for a buddy. You know, right now they're just trying to get into a rhythm. Oh, we go! Wow, what a save that was with the number 6 right there. Caleb Sisk almost bit the inside, you know, grass there because he almost hit the wall and just bounced back down the track.
Yeah, these cars definitely are one of those, you know, you bounce into the wall, they kind of throw you where they want to go, and as soon as they point. So you got to kind of take it easy when you hit that wall. You don't want to overcorrect it because it might send you for the wrong turn you don't want to take.
Yeah, so it looked like the number 3 got into the wall a little bit, fell back a couple spots there, but gathers it back in. So you know, they're having a lot of difficulties, you know, navigating this track. It's not an easy track, and it will tear up tires, and that's why you have 3 in the pit. So, you know, with a 25 lap stint or 12 lap stint, you know, these guys are going to be looking for tires pretty soon here.
Yeah, take a look at Danny Michel. You know, they said in chat there that the Michel special. Look at the line he's running all the way around this track. He's up at the wall in the corners, staying on that straight stretch on the back stretch. And then when he comes out of 4, he shoots down and he's almost touching the grass across the front stretch. So he's got a different strategy here. And I'll tell you what, so far, Charles, it is working.
Yeah, there's not much that this kid can't make work. And I got to give it to Stephen Luttrell. He's right behind him. Caleb Sisk is right there. Timus Sylvia. Paul Dillon is up in that mix. And it looks like those first 5 or 6 cars are kind of in a blanket, you know, and then you kind of fall off back to 7th and 8th. But those first 6 cars right there are really fighting for position right now.
Yeah, definitely going to be an interesting race as we see, you know, positions changing up left and right between the front of the pack here. Everybody trying to stay tight, run together, get that drafting buddy. As you see, Danny Michel just out there by himself, just making this line work. I don't know how he's doing it, but I'll tell you what, I give him any kind of kudos because he's got this thing figured out right now. Stephen Luttrell trying to put it in there and run by himself down there on the inside lane, but he's still making it work. So this is definitely going to be one interesting race between everybody up front here.
Yeah, and you're right. Like you see some guys go way down on the apron and almost, you know, cut the grass or as close as they can to that grass right there. Some guys tend to stay up on the racing lane, and you know, Michel is right up against that wall, and he hasn't come off that wall at all. And I doubt at some spots across this track, I doubt you could fit a playing card in between him and that wall.
Yeah, taking a look here as we see, checking out our drivers one by one here. We just had Hunter Carlson up on the screen there. Not having a win yet here with the ARCA car. He's got 4 top 5s. I think it was 4 top 10s I saw there. One of our front runners here with FWM, always running good, has wins in multiple other series with us. So he's definitely hunting it down, trying to get that first win here.
Yeah, and I don't really think we've seen the last of him. I think he dropped back for some reason pretty early. We still don't know what exactly that was, but I suspect him to be up front by the end of this race.
Yeah, especially coming off of Watkins Glen there. I believe, if I remember correctly, he was the one that ran out of fuel coming to the checkered flag. So very unfortunate run for him there. I think he only had lost one position off of it. But I think there's still more in store coming from Hunter Carlson.
Yes, as it looks like the 113 of Dylan is pulled into second place. Now back to third, but Dylan on that inside line made up a bunch of spots going. I think that was in the third corner there.
As I take a look at our live timing here, Paul Dillon making some moves here. He is up 8 positions so far from the beginning of the race. Taking a look back through the field to see who else is up there. It just changed now, but Daniel Mindfood Jones was up 8 positions, just dropped down 1. So he's up 7. You know, this whole field's changing as, you know, the whole pack's kind of staying with each other, and they're not too far spread out that anyone could be in contention here tonight.
No, it could be anybody's race. It's a long race. I just saw somebody going down pit lane, and I want to just check my pit timer here. I'm not seeing it pop up yet. So we do have somebody in the pits. I just can't tell who that is right now. I think it's the 31 might be in the pits. And yep, Thomas Sylvia comes in, he comes in early. I wonder if that's by design or, you know, he was on an older stent and running out of fuel or just didn't have any tires left.
Yeah, I'm thinking here, I know earlier while I was sitting in here getting ready for broadcasting tonight, caution, 4th caution of the night, lap 35. Nick Biddy going around. Ooh, catching
Biddy.
other cars.
Those were the leaders. Was that not the lead pack that he came down into?
I believe so. Stephen Luttrell, him and Stephen Luttrell looked like they got together, and I couldn't tell exactly who got caught up there. Looked like the 9 car of Joe
that was
David.
the lead pack that crashed, and then everybody else drove right through him.
Nick Biddy coming up in the Stephen Luttrell there.
Track and just didn't have room. Luttrell ran out of room. Biddy came up, slid up the track and right into Luttrell, and then Biddy can't go anywhere. Just slides down the track and unfortunately catches the next group of guys.
Yeah, catching Joe David, Harold Rothery there. Oh, Mr. Wayne Cannon taking some brunt from that. Very unfortunate incident here.
Oh, and Hollowball gets into it at the very end there. So we got a lot of meatballs on our screen right now. So Benjamin Hollowball with a meatball, Nick Biddy with a meatball, Harold Rothery with a meatball, Joe David with a meatball.
I'm showing
so those
Kenneth
guys
Camp with a black flag also.
Oh yeah, Kenneth Camp, black flag. So those guys are definitely going to have to come in, take their fast repair with the meatball, or they could choose to sit in the pits and let their pit crew work on it. But that's when you get a meatball, Colton. The pit crew takes forever to fix that. I mean, there's no quick pit stop with that one.
Yeah, Charles, I just took a look at chat. We do have an answer from somebody that is in chat here. The first caution of the race was an accident by race control for Hunter Carlson, and he gave himself an EOL for accidentally throwing the caution.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, thank you for that explanation. You know, and I Hunter Carlson has a lot on his plate, and you know, he can't be perfect all the time. But he is fair, and throwing that by mistake, he gave himself an EOL, and that's the best he could do at that time to make up for that mistake. But I'm sure he feels horrible about that.
And as we see, we got our pace truck. Lights are off. Coming on to, I believe we're coming down the backstretch right now. So taking a look at our field here, we're going to restart on green flag, coming to lap 39 of 100. Danny Michelle on pole. We got Connor Leach in second. Looking like Stephen Luttrell in third. Caleb Sisk in fourth. And Paul Dillon rounding out your top 5. Hunter Carlson in 6th, Chris Golden in 7th, Ron Walters in 8th, Chris Norris in 9th, and rounding out your top 10, Benjamin Hollenbaugh.
11th, we got Roland, Jones, Tesler, Cannon, Biddy, Silva, Harold, Core of View, Camp, and Rothery to go through the rest of the field there. But I think the pace truck is off, and we're about to go green as we go through the restart zone, and they are on the gas going to the green flag as the green flag drops. And here we go racing once again in the Windy City 150 from Chicagoland Speedway, brought to you by FWM ARCA Series.
And as we come down the backstretch here, we got everybody working out different lines, trying to make a pass. Caleb Sisk putting it on to Danny Michelle, saying, I'm coming in here, but trying to hold him off. And we're going to have our fifth caution.
Another unfortunate event. Fifth caution in 40 laps. I don't know what these guys are doing out here, but this is disheartening.
Yeah, very, especially Wayne Cannon, Stephen Luttrell. I know Chris Golden in here, Hunter Carlson, all admins of FourWide Motorsports here, trying to put in place to get everybody to straighten up a little bit on driving here, making the racing cleaner, having more fun, and making everything so much better for FourWide Motorsports here. So everybody's just trying to figure it out. And, unfortunately, we're at our fifth caution and 40 laps here. So hopefully, these guys are realizing it and, learning from a couple mistakes that you can always make. Mistakes are one thing, but when it's repeat, we don't like to see that. So hopefully everything can get better here for the rest of our laps till lap 100.
Yeah, and when you log in, nobody wants to wreck. Nobody wants to be the cause of a wreck, and that's kind of what I was saying as disheartening is everybody wants to have fun and make it to the end of the race, and then something happens, something out of your control, or right in front of you, and you have no time to react. It sends you to the pits. It's very disheartening in that manner.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Just want to say, it is disheartening, especially early on in the race, coming only lap 41 of 100. You don't want to be so aggressive. You don't want to have all these cautions in the beginning of the race, nor do you want to have them at the end of the race. You just want to have some good green flag racing, get a little more aggressive by the end of the race, and, make your position change and try and get that final position to take the win or just get up in the top 10 or something. So I think you just got to tone down the aggression a little bit, and, we got some good racing here.
Oh, absolutely. And we're going to have some exciting racing coming down to the end. We got the luxury of replay, and we got the luxury of slowing it down and taking a look at it. When you're looking out the front windshield of these cars and everything's happening at almost 160 miles an hour, 170 miles an hour, it's a little bit more difficult to make those split second decisions. So it is racing, and you're going to have those incidents where people wish they did something different, than what happened on the track after they watch it back. So, racing incidents, that's what it is. But the pace truck, the lights are off on the pace truck, so we're about to go green. Colton, you want to take us back to the green?
And as we come back for lap 43 of 100 tonight after our 5th caution of the night, we got Danny Michelle leading the pack to the restart zone. Caleb Sisk on his outside, Connor Leach in 3rd, Paul Dillon in 4th, Stephen Luttrell rounding out your top 5 as we get back. The pace truck heading off into the pits. As we come back, we are in the restart zone and we go back green flag racing. Danny Michelle getting the jump, but still staying in reach of those 2nd and 3rd place guys. They're going to put the pressure on to try and take this lead from Danny Michelle.
Oh yeah, everybody's chasing him down. Everybody wants to beat him. He's won back-to-backs here, and he's just dominating the ARCA series right now. But these guys behind him, they're gunning for him for sure. And look who's up to 7th place already. Hunter Carlson. Like I said, I didn't see him going away or quietly sitting in the back. I knew he was going to be up front before we knew it.
Yeah, as we see there, we're taking a look at the back of Hunter Carlson's car. Thanks, Tracy, with little Tracy down on the bumper. Hopefully he can stay safe down there, Tracy, our wonderful producer here, making us all look good. We all appreciate you. And Hunter's out there running you.
And what a run Hunter got. Oh, my God. He's up there. He went from 7th to, like, 5th with a great run to the outside. And now he's keeping on it. So he could be up to 4th and 3rd in no time if he keeps up that pace.
Yeah, don't count him out. And take a look behind him, Charles. You got Chris Golden following right in behind him. He might be trying to team up with Hunter and say, hey, buddy, let's go. Let's make a move up front.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys are going to have to work together, like we said, to kind of keep up with guys that are just dominating this track and making it seem so easy, because it really isn't. Look at the movement in these cars, searching for a grip, low, high, medium, like anywhere they can on this track. They're going back and forth, trying to find just that little grip, because every 10th of a second is huge here when these guys are running so close together.
Yeah, taking a look, you see Chris Golden trying to go down to the inside there, getting a run, but then following back in with Hunter Carlson as we take an in-car view for a different view for you guys at home. Seeing how these cars are, that anything can happen in a split second, and it is very hard to make that call when you're out there running. As taking a look here, we got Danny Michelle falling off the pace.
Yeah, I was just going to jump in. We got a new leader at the 113, Paul Dillon and Stephen Luttrell. Hunter Carlson up to 3rd, Chris Golden in 4th, and Caleb Sisk is in, drops back, but Danny Michelle comes back to 5th after dropping way back in the field. I think he was back to like almost 7th or 8th, back up to 5th now, but definitely a big change in the leaders, the front row there.
Yeah, taking a look at the live timing, your top 8 on an 11 lap stint here. So not sure what the difference is. It could be the difference of either taking 4 tires, 2 tires, or not taking any at all. So these guys definitely got different pit strategies here, and they're gonna change everything up for the show here tonight. I just see Stephen Luttrell going to the inside of Paul Dillon, trying to make the pass for the lead.
Yeah, we got a fight for the lead here, and it looks like the 36 has the best of Dillon right now, but Dillon's fighting back on that high side. So Stephen Luttrell's got his handful, and as they are fighting back and forth, it looks like the rest of the field behind him is going to start catching up. Look at that outside line. Luttrell just might be left in the dust if that outside line gets together.
Yeah, for sure. When you got about 5 cars joining up in a line, that they're going to push on the inside. So it's definitely going to make things harder for that inside lane, and they got to get more guys down there together to at least just keep running next to each other.
And look at Chris Golden on the inside, thinking about 3 wide. I mean, he looked a couple times, looked on the inside there, and thought better of it, but I'm sure he really wanted to take that inside line and push that a little bit harder than he did, but thought better of it.
Yeah, going back to chat, Charles, we got our good old buddy Emmett Crow here. He says, "What's up, fellas?" And then it's the Paul Dillon show. So right now we got Paul Dillon as your leader with 50 laps to go, halfway here at the Windy City 150 at Chicagoland with FourWide Motorsports. Charles, if it's okay with you, if you want to take a break, I'm all ready.
Yeah, it's about halfway to go here at the Windy City 150. So yeah, let's take a little break. Let the viewers just sit back and enjoy the side by side.
Welcome back to FourWide Motorsports with your Windy City 150 here tonight at Chicagoland, as we got some great action for you guys here sitting at home watching us. We got a bunch of lead changing, a couple banging, scraping. These guys are definitely putting on the pressure to each other, changing up the lead as we go to 42 laps to go with your leader of Nick Biddy taking over from Paul Dillon. But don't count him out. Danny Michelle is still up there. Hunter Carlson trying to make his move. As I see, we got a couple new faces up here in the top 5. We got Skylar Herod making a move, just passing Hunter Carlson. So here we go, everybody. The show is on with 41 laps to go.
Yeah, and when we went on break, man, these guys have been on a great long run here. So First time tonight where they've actually had to put their cars through a long run. So different cars are going to do different things now. We saw a lot of guys having success with the short run, but maybe that's not the way their cars are set up. So the long run's going to be a lot more difficult for them, and we're going to see maybe some guys drop off that aren't so good in the long run. So as we got the sixth caution of the night.
As we take back a look at our replay here, we got Ron Walters and our buddy Chris Norris. Chris Norris just getting up into the wall, trying to get down off the wall, and Ron Walters just catching his left rear. Possibly net code, not sure there. For you viewers at home that don't know, in iRacing here, not everybody's connection lines up with each other, so that is what we call net code. That it looks like the car is not there, but it is actually there on the other driver's screen, getting into them, causing an incident. So it could be possible one of those things, or just not able to make a move and just accidentally catching the driver's car and causing an incident there. So unfortunate for Ron Walters and Chris Norris.
Yeah, it looks like Walters got into Norris a little bit, pushed him up the track, and when Norris got into that wall, it sucks you into the wall, and it takes you all you can to pull it back off that wall. You really got to get into the steering to get it back off that wall again. But when you do, it snaps back down into the track really hard, and he just came right back into Wallace, after coming off the wall. So very unfortunate for both those drivers. Like I said, I bring it back to hope they have a fast repair, because, without them, they're going to have long repair times in the pits.
And as you see coming off pit road here, we got Danny Michelle winning the race off pit road, Paul Dillon behind him. And we got the rest of the field filing out, taking their pit stop, maybe hoping for a better run here. As I could see, I believe some of them were taking just right sides, and it looked like I saw a couple taking 4 tires. So these guys got different pit strategies, going to try and make their moves with, we'll be coming back with, I believe, 37 laps to go.
And for some reason, I think Chris Norris had the pit lane closed on him because he was in that caution, so he had a pit late, and now he comes down pit lane because he was scored 21 lap stint, and he just got involved in that. I said he has to pit, but he had to stay out one more lap because he was the cause of that accident.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes for everybody at home on iRacing here, we do have where iRacing tells the drivers whether the pit road is open or closed. If it is closed, you cannot enter pit road. It will give you a black flag. They do hold you for a certain amount of time. So you always want to make sure you come down pit road when it's open, and then you exit when the pit road is open. So unfortunate there that he had to take a late pit stop. As we see, we're coming back. Pace truck lights are off. We're going to come back. Green flag racing under 37 laps to go. Danny Michelle back up to your leader. Paul Dillon on his outside. Caleb Sisk in third. Connor Leach in fourth. And Steven Luttrell in your top 5. Hunter Carlson rounding up in sixth. Well, now up to 5th. Our timer's changing here, so it is showing, yes, Hunter Carlson is in 5th. Steven Luttrell in 6th. We got the number 3 car of Skylar Harold, Mike Corview, Carlson, Roland, and Tom Silva in your top 10 as we go back. Green flag racing. Danny Michelle as your leader, getting the jump. 37 laps to go.
Yeah, and just an update on Chris Norris. It didn't seem like he got around the track fast enough after that incident and did enter a closed pit. So now he is sitting in the pits with a black flag for entering a closed pit as they were doubling up to go back green.
Yeah, very sad there. Yeah, unfortunate thing, you don't want to enter pit road closed and then end up getting a black flag. So that kind of upsets your laps there. Depending on how long they hold you, it could put you a lap down. So unfortunate event there for our buddy Chris Norris. As we see here, Caleb Fisk trying to put on the pressure. Paul Dillon pushing him down the backstretch right against his bumper. Connor Leach diving down to the inside. Stephen Luttrell saying, I'm going to go up top. We're going to try and make a run here on the outside. And these guys are just switching it up, changing it up, saying, hey, buddy, whoever I can get, let's take it to the front.
Yeah, and after Luttrell pushed the 6 forward a little bit, he got a great run behind the 13 and looked like he was just going to shoot up the gap, but it closed up on him too quick, and he just settled back in there for 4th.
As you see here, we take a look. I believe we are on Connor Leach with the Sisk Speed Shop number 71 ARCA car here tonight. Running in your 5th position, trying to make it work, trying to make that inside lane. Getting the number 3 car, Skylar Herod, trying to follow in suit behind him and catch that draft, trying to push up front. I don't know, Charles. We might go 3 wide here as these guys are getting a great run.
Oh, these guys are all over the place, and you're just looking, like I said, once again, looking for any spot on that track where they could just get a little bit more traction. There's no real preferred line. I know we've seen Michelle Base, the only real one that's just picked one lane all race. Everybody else just seems to be going high a little bit, low a little bit, in the middle a little bit, but everybody's searching for that traction. They're all trying to gun down that number 25 in Michelle.
Yeah, and as you see there, I mean, it's one of those things of you get in the draft with each other, and you come into the corner, as you can see, coming out of turn 4. Paul Dillon and Stephen Luttrell were straight behind Danny Michelle, pushing each other, and then they ended up following out from each other and losing that air. So it kind of upsets things, puts a little gap in between them, but they're going to come back for it, and they're going to try and take that position.
Oh, absolutely. It's just really hard to tell here what exactly is going to happen here in the long run. It's unfortunate that a lot of guys got into a lot of accidents, but it filtered out the field here. In the last 30 laps of this race should technically be pretty clean. So these guys are going to have a nice long run to really think about what they want to do here towards the end.
Yeah, and as we take a look, Danny Michelle still out front. Paul Dillon trying to take a little bit more of an inside lane. As you can see up ahead there, hopefully we don't have any issues, which I'm sure we won't. Most drivers know here when you're a lap car, they try and stay out of the way, but this might be tough with everybody spread all over the track.
Oh, definitely. As they approach this lap car, you hope that it goes down to the inside and everybody could go, right around them. But you never know what a lap car is going to do. So, you just kind of got to hope and pray they do the right thing.
Yeah, take a look. As we said, don't count out Hunter Carlson. We haven't seen the last of him yet. Still trying to put the pressure on to Stephen Luttrell. He was underneath him there. He did make the pass, but then ended up losing the air. And that's one of those things. You want to stay in with somebody and keep that air between you so that way you can draft and try and pull out front. But as you see, Hunter Carlson following back in line, trying to catch a draft again and get back up front there and make these moves.
Oh, absolutely. And you got the inside lines hooked up pretty good right now. It looked like a couple of guys were taking the inside as the 113 goes way down. I think he got pushed down there a little bit, ran out of room, and had to take the shortcut across the track there because he was a little out of sorts. But good save, good way to keep it, all going in the right direction there.
Yeah, taking a look here, we got our buddy Chris Norris in the number 56, the Screaming Eagle Airborne ARCA Chevy tonight from Loris, South Carolina, with 2 starts here, 1 top 10. Just trying to make it stay alive after that last incident, going down pit road, getting the black flag. He's still out there trying to make a good attempt of it tonight.
And I can imagine what he's going through right now, where he's driving around the track. I'm sure the car is a little under power, but you look up in that rear view mirror and you see all these cars barreling down on you, and they're spread out all over the track. I'm sure he's on the radio calling it out right now. Hey guys, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. or are asking the leader exactly where they want him to be when they catch him. But that is an unsettling feeling when you have the field barreling down on you like that, and you just don't have the power really to keep up with them.
I'll be honest with you, Charles. Right now, if I was Chris Norris, I'd probably need a new pair of underwear watching this field behind me. You know, knowing the leaders are going to come up, they're going to pass me, and then seeing all these cars spread out, you know, from the apron all the way to the top of the wall. Just what do you do? Where do you go? You don't want to mess up anybody's race. You don't want to mess up anybody's points. So you just got to take it as it comes. I mean, I'm thinking it'd probably be better to go to the inside and stay down there, but I'm totally unsure what I would need to do in this situation.
Oh, absolutely. And as I mentioned before, did you see how close Danny Michel came to that wall? The back end of it, the back fender of that car, I said it before, I don't think you could put a playing card between his car and that wall as he slides out of the exit. Just absolute great car control, not to be scraping that wall. I see a couple guys get up there. They've scraped the wall here and there, but they're putting on a clinic right now up front.
Yeah, for sure, Charles. This is definitely one of those. I mean, it might be a good thing given a definition of getting the side draft off the wall and everything. That might be helping Danny Michel there to stay out front. You know, he's got the clean air, but he's also got Paul Dillon behind him trying to grab that air from him, and just not having enough right now as he's got a little bit of a different line than the others do.
Yeah, and I want to say, I mean, you know, I really don't know how this track drives in the ARCA series, but I know I've been here in like Xfinity and trucks and stuff, and you could take a little bit of air away from the guy running on the outside. If you run, you know, door to door with him and keep him up there, you take a lot of air away from him on the outside, but nobody's been able to get alongside of him, alongside of Michel, and you know, that's the problem now. Nobody's able to contend and take that air away from him while he's up there.
Yeah, for sure. As we're coming down on 22 laps to go, coming to 21 laps to go here, just taking a look at the field, maybe we could get some different drivers up here on the screen before everything gets hot and heavy for the last final laps here of the Windy City 150 tonight. Taking a look, I'm going to start looking at from 11th on back. You got Roland in the 11th position. Thomas Silva back there in the number 31 car in 12th. 13th, we have Chris Norris, it's looking like. 14th, Daniel Mindfu Jones. Yogi Schlier in 15th. Wayne Cannon back in 16th. 17th, Ron Walters. And then we have our unfortunate events for the night. 18th, Kenneth Camp. 19th, Benjamin Hollenball. 20th, Harold Rothery. And 21st, Joe David. Unfortunately, not having a good night here with some incidents and getting some wrecked cars running out of fast repairs tonight. So very unfortunate for some of our drivers here. As we take a look back, we come to 19 laps to go. Danny Michel still out front, leading the pack around this track. Paul Dillon still trying to figure out a way to say, hey, let me get a battle in here with you. Caleb Sisk in third, Stephen Luttrell in fourth, and Hunter Carlson rounding out your top five here.
Yeah, and you know what, Colton, we know what time it is.
It is that time, Charles.
It is time to dig. We're within 20 laps left. It is the golden time to dig, man. These guys are just got to let it all go right now. Put it all out there. And, yeah, Chris Golden, the golden time to dig. Let's get it done, guys.
Yeah, these guys are actually doing really good here. You know, only having the 6 cautions in the beginning of the race here. Coming to the second half of the race, getting so much better, clean racing, longer runs here, which I know for most of these guys, they like the longer run. So it's looking a lot better, and we're going to see if we can go green flag for the next 17 laps to go.
Ooh, as we got a little contact there with the one, and whoever we're on board with, I don't know exactly who knows that? Oh, Stephen Luttrell. And the one seemed to get into it a little bit.
And I spoke too soon.
Oh, the broadcaster curse.
As we take it back. Oh, go ahead, Charles.
Oh, yeah, as we look through the replay, it looked like I don't know who was that. The number 3 there, the 31. 31 slides of Thomas Sylvia slides up the track there and gets into Mindfu Jones. I think that was.
Yeah, speaking of Mindfu Jones, he's one of our guys. Always puts on a run, always puts on a show here with FWM. Comes in, gets a couple laps in practice, never qualifies one lap, and he just does what he can to make a run all the way up through the field. So as you see there, trying to make a pass there, a little bit of contact. As I see, he's got a meatball flag. Hopefully having a fast repair.
And they all of them come down to the pit lane.
Yeah, as you see here, we got everybody in the front of the pack here coming down pit road. And you can take a look. Caleb Sisk just pushing Paul Dillon down pit road, saying, "Come on, let's go. Let's get to them pit stalls. We want to get back out here, and we want to get this race done and have some good racing here." So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see the strategy they're going to use. But I want to go back to that caution real quick, Colton. You saw, who was it there? Silva, sorry. His steering wheel was all the way as far left as he could make it, and he was still sliding up the track. So it wasn't for lack of trying. He was trying to, find some grip out there, but that car was just sliding up way too much out of his control, and unfortunately into the side of Daniel Jones.
Yeah, going back to before we started our night here broadcasting, Charles, we had Chris Norris stop in the booth here, running some practice laps. He was out there. He ran like a 20-lap session, and he said his right front was down to like 74%. So the right front's getting eaten up, but he said he was running it quite hard there. So these guys are definitely putting the pressure on, and you can see it's just chewing up that right front and not allowing it to turn.
Yeah, well, that's what the inside lane on this track will do to you. And a lot of these guys are running a lower line. That outside line, you could make it last a little bit longer. Maybe 2 to 3, maybe 4 laps longer if you're really babying it. But that inside line is going to chew up that right side. There's just so much banking going into these turns. The car just gets kind of unsettled and puts a lot of weight on that right side.
And as we come back here, we're taking a look at the field getting restacked up. We got 14 laps to go under caution here. We're going to be going 13 laps to go when we go green flag, as we got Stephen Luttrell on your pole, Danny Michelle in second. We got Roland in the 98 in third, Caleb Sisk in fourth, and Nick Biddy rounding out your time. Or nope, it's Paul Dillon. Our timer's a little switching up here on us as everybody gets set up. So we're sorry about that, but we got Paul Dillon in fifth, rounding out your top 5.
Yeah, ever since that update iRacing did, they used to, reset that with 2 to go, and it stayed pretty consistent. But now it's just all over the place. But as we go green, the drag race to the green flag, and Luttrell wins it with Michelle right behind him. Sisk there on the top line. Got a little fender in on Michelle. So Sisk is right there as they go 3 wide. They're going to go 3 wide for the first place here. And first row, second row, 3 wide. Almost going to go 4 wide here. Guys, this is going to get crazy.
And this is where you said the Chris Golden time to dig. These boys are going to put the pedal down. They're going to turn them wheels as hard as they can, and they're going to do what they can to put the pressure on each other and make their final moves to get the position they want. And this is where it's going to get a little crazy.
Oh, we got one sideways. I think he saves it. He does. He's down on the apron. He comes back on the track. Who's that? The 98 of Carlson Rowland saves the car. Unfortunately, loses the position, loses a ton of time, but saves us from having a caution, and we're going to keep it green here. Oh, no, we're not.
And will the green stay out?
No,
As we have
the 71 comes through the grass, cuts the grass, comes back up on the track, and we keep it green. Loses a ton of positions, but we'll keep it green, guys. This is getting choppy, guys. The action is not going to stop here.
Yeah, check it out, everybody at home. This action's all for you guys sitting there watching us. We appreciate y'all being here again every week, week in, week out. You know, we're on all social platforms. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. We also have. We're out there on every social platform, and give us a like, a subscribe, whatever it is on the platform that we have. We really appreciate you guys out there for viewers, our supporters. It really does mean a lot.
Oh, it absolutely does. As we go 3 wide for third place, and we got Sisk and the 25 of Mike. Oh my God, I can't even keep up with this. This is just going crazy, guys.
Wow, the 25 of Danny Michelle, and that would have been Caleb Sisk, Carson Rowland involved there for our 8th caution of the night with 9 laps to go. Looked like a little bit of aerodynamic getting sucked into each other, just bouncing off each other there. I'm not really sure. Danny Michelle coming down on him. As I know, Danny Michelle's not one to just drive it down on there, knowing the car's there. So it could have just been an air issue, just bringing them 2 cars together, and not sure really what happened there. If maybe the drivers weren't happy with each other and it just ended in more, if it was just the cars just taking off on their own and just the incident that they couldn't catch up with it.
Yeah, I don't know. It did. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it looks like the 25 kind of thought he had a little bit more room, but you know, Sisk was given room to the bottom because he had a car underneath him. So just kind of looked like an fortunate event, not really knowing how much space each other had.
While we're under caution here, I believe we still have the pace light truck on, or the pace truck lights on. I'm sorry. If we can have our producer please throw up our sponsorship form. As anybody out there, whether you have a business, whether you have just your name, we do have different packages we offer. As you can see, you can sponsor a whole race. You can sponsor the pole award, green flag, caution flag, white flag, checker flag, or you can do the whole kit and caboodle with a full race sponsorship of $45. $5 goes to the pole winner and $40 goes into the league bank. We really appreciate everybody that helps out here with FourWide Motorsports. We're trying to make everything bigger and better here. So if you're interested, reach out to one of the admins here at FourWide Motorsports and we can get you set up.
Absolutely. Plenty of opportunity to be part of this league, get your name out there, get your business out there, you know, join the league, do some fun stuff like monster trucks or, you know, a lot of PlayStation NASCAR 25 stuff. The league has just about everything for everybody. I mean, I know we've done even fishing you know, fishing tournaments and stuff, football pick'em leagues, just about anything and everything in this league, just to, you know, pique your interest. So a bunch of fun, and you know, we'd love to have you guys along.
Yeah, and even if you're a driver too, for the most time, I believe, I'm not sure if we're still recruiting, but we do accept any driving skill. We love everybody that comes here. We appreciate everybody that joins in, becoming a driver with FWM, getting involved in everything. So if you're interested, we do have iRacing on Mondays and Fridays. NASCAR 25, PC and PS5 only. Drivers of all skill are welcome. You can join the Discord, and we can get you set up with whatever you're interested in. Again, we do have Monster Jam. We do have different things within the league that we're doing here. So feel free to join in as we are coming back to get ready, as I believe the pace truck lights are off. We're going to come back with 5 laps to go. We're going to have a 5-lap shootout here. Hopefully, we can go green, white, and checkered and not have to worry about that yellow flag coming out. As we're going to take a look here before we go back green, we got Steven Luttrell. Nope. Nick Biddy on pole. Steven Luttrell in second. Mike Corvue in third. Hunter Carlson up to fourth. Thomas Silva in fifth. As the pace truck signs off, goes down pit road, we come back to the restart zone. Nick Biddy leading your pack, gets the jump, and we are back green flag racing for 5 laps to go.
And look at, we got Hunter Carlson and Steve Luttrell are just hooked up right now. So pay attention to that. As we got the 3 and the 31 are just locked side by side there in the 4th position to figure out 4th place right there. As the 22 looked to join that, or 97, sorry, 97 looked to join that fight for a split second, but falls back a little bit.
Don't go anywhere, everyone. You're going to miss it. This is going to be a good show. Coming down, 4 laps to go. We still got Nick Biddy in the lead. Steven Luttrell trying to put on the pressure. Hunter Carlson falling back a little bit there with Skylar Herod on the inside. Hunter Carlson taking 3rd place back. These guys are just changing it up, trying to make their last moves. Coming out of turn 4 with 3 laps to go as we cross the start-finish line.
Well, as you can see, the guys are running out of room, hitting that wall a little bit, scraping it just enough. But oh no, we go on into the wall. Two cars, bunch of chaos, and that was on lap 3. So it does look like we're gonna have to finish this out with a green-white checkered.
Yeah, Charles, we have 2 green-white checkered attempts here tonight, so we're going to end up taking our first green-white checkered attempt. So for you viewers at home, we're going to go green flag. The next lap will be white. If there's anything that happens under white flag, it will go to the checkered flag, and that will end the race. But if anything happens before the white flag, we will have 1 more attempt to finalize the race here.
And as you can see, it looked like the 3 gets up into the wall. The 31 tries to drive through it, and the 97 kind of comes up all at the same time. Oh no, I guess I guess it was the 31 was just following his lane, and then the what was that, the red car there? There it is. The 97 comes up into the 31, spins across, and hits the car into the wall. And then he takes the 3 up into the wall. So right there, that was your incident. Actually, I'm showing that the race finished.
Well,
no, the race finished under caution, and that is your race, folks. I thought we had 2 green-white checkered attempts. I don't know what happened to those.
well, sorry for everybody in the viewing here of the broadcast. Might have been a little bit of mix-up with admins here and race control. Changing things up. As you can see, the race has been declared. Nick Biddy being your winner here. And we will take it to a break, and we will be right back with you guys for your top 3 interviews. Welcome back to FourWide Motorsports. We are here with your podium from the Windy City 150 at Chicagoland, tonight's race with FWM here. I'm going to send the mic down over to our buddy Charles Chooch Oberg.
Oh, thank you, Colton. I'm down here with Hunter Carlson. Hunter, seems like the race didn't start out how you wanted it to start out, but you definitely finished strong. Walk us through that race from your point of view.
Oh boy, it was a hairy one. It was you had to be a little bit more aggressive than I'm comfortable with, just the way the track shaped up. You had to run the top to be fast, but you kind of had to throw a slider to pass, which probably I'll review some of the cautions, but that's probably what a lot of the cautions were. We're just trying to make a pass, trying to throw a slider, but it was tough. It was mainly my fault by accidentally hitting the caution button at the beginning. Gave myself a punishment for that. But yeah, that won't happen again for sure. But otherwise, it was a good race for me.
Yeah, definitely enjoyed watching you work your way up the field. And is there anything you could have done different, you think?
No, not really. The guys ahead of me were faster than me all race, and I was just set up a little tighter than I really wanted it to be for my type of driving style. But congratulations to those two. Finished first and second, and yeah, I'm on the Michigan.
Oh, hey, man, congratulations to your third place. Who do you have to thank for that? I'll give you the microphone. This is your time.
First thing I want to thank is Tracy Brown and Eastern Technical Designs. Thank you for my support there and everything you do, Tracy. I want to thank TJ over at Studio 86. Thank you for always having me look good and always supporting me in my streams. Love you, buddy. I want to thank the B Main Podcast for always keeping me interested and intrigued throughout the day. FourWide Motorsports Network, obviously. Thank you for all you guys do, and it's not noticed with everything you do. We all appreciate you here, and I want to thank all the admins that we have here: Colton, Chris Golden, Stephen Luttrell, Austin Cansdale when he's able to show up. Wayne for helping putting this on. Everyone that's involved on the FourWide Motorsports crew.
Well, awesome, Hunter. Congratulations again on your P3, and also huge appreciation to you too, man. This league wouldn't be this league without you also, dude. So much appreciation to you. Once again, congratulations on P3. But I'm going to send it back to Colton Bernier. Colton, what do you got for us now?
Down here on pit road, I'm standing with your second place finisher of the night, Stephen Luttrell, looking very good out there, running out front all night, trying to make positions, falling back a little bit, battling out with Danny Michelle. A couple different battles there. What was your take on tonight's race?
Oh, sorry. I got to wake up after Hunter's interview. It was good. I just I took 2 tires on that last stop. I kind of wish I'd have taken 4, but I felt like that was the only way I was going to get around the 2 guys in front of me, because it was just gridlock. Whoever could run as far up to the top as they could possibly get was going to be the fastest. So I took 2. The left front just didn't have any grip left to get out of the corner, so I just couldn't really push it as hard as I wanted to. But yeah, I'll take second. A lot of hard battles, a lot of 3-wide racing that ended up clean and end up second. I'll take that all day. That was fun.
Yeah, looking back, I know one thing we were paying attention to here in broadcast. Danny Michelle up there just riding that wall. We've seen a bunch of you riding the wall and then coming down to the inside. What was the difference on the inside lane compared to being up top there?
Yeah, the top is where all the speed is. You're able to keep your momentum up there, and there's enough grip to keep it going. But you'd slide down at the bottom because that's the only way you can pass somebody. You just have to give them like a dirt style slide job. But it was really hard to make it stick because you had to be out of the throttle so long on the inside that you just lose all your momentum. But some guys could get it done, but most couldn't. It's not even the driver, it's just the car and the setup.
Well, I just want to say congratulations there on your P2 finish. We love having you here. We appreciate everything you do as an admin. So definitely a great race to see you back up front here, finishing P2. Anybody you got to thank out there?
Yeah, first and always got to thank my mom, my dad, and my wife, and my whole family, and especially all the FourWide Motorsports, the whole league, all the drivers, everybody for showing up, putting on good racing. FourWide Motorsports Network for putting on the show, and all the fans that watch and come into the YouTube chat and type and chat and ask questions. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It'll help us out a lot. Help get a lot more fans in here.
Well, thank you, Stephen. And again, we appreciate everything you do. Great run tonight. You're a P2 finisher, Stephen Luttrell, in the number 36 car. And I'll send the mic back to Charles with your victory lane.
Yeah, Colton, very excited to be down here in Victory Lane where we get the number 1 Chevy Nick Biddy Designs with the driver Nick Biddy pulling in first place. Nick, give us a rundown of the race from your point of view.
Hey, wasn't that fun? Chicagoland is such a good track. I feel like, I'm going to go opposite of what all these guys said, where they said all the speed was at the top. Man, I feel like it was at the bottom. But no, it was definitely a 3 and 4 lane, 4-wide, 4-wide race tonight. Lots of grooves, lots of lanes. And I know I heard some of the other guys talk about some of the dirt sliders that you kind of had to throw, but I kind of think this place and maybe Kansas and a few others that's just the style of racing that you have to do. I like this track, and overall I think it was a good race. Lots of 2 and 3 wide battles, and I wish we could have had some longer fuel runs. Maybe some fuel management would have got in there, or some tire management, or something like that. But overall, man, I'm just tickled pink. Happy for the win.
Yeah, congratulations on that win. Like you said, you wish there was a little bit of a fuel run or tire run. Do you think you could have done anything different in the pits to make it, maybe take the lead a little bit earlier, or anything you could have done different in that race? You think you would like to take back and do over again?
Running over the trail at the stage break, I'll take that back.
Yeah, no, mistakes are made. But
I'm just silly. I overcooked it. I apologize, and I hope he doesn't have any animosity towards it. But no, there was a few things. There's always a few things. I overcooked it going into the pits. I think it was not the last one, but the second to last one, and had to drive through the field on that last run. So I could have cleaned that up. I mean, there's a few things I could have cleaned up a little bit on that one, but well, it was a good time. It was a blast. I felt like you're wide open the whole way around, and it's just a good track.
Definitely a fast track, but I'm going to turn the mic loose to you, Nick. And once again, congratulations on first place. Who do you have to thank?
Yeah, for sure. I want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. I can't wait to rewatch it here in a little while, and kind of hear y'all's call. Y'all did a really good job last week, so I can't wait to hear that. Also, I want to thank FourWide for putting on the race. Man, these guys really run a tight ship. Really good league, and really thankful for letting us join up. Also, I want to thank the Sisk Speed Shop guys. Man, we had a full house tonight. We had the whole band back together. We had Caleb, we had Connor, we had Skylar all the way in Guam. We had Gabby, the team manager. We had Carson, Joe David, and Mike Corvo. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. I know we had a pile of them in there tonight, but appreciate all you guys. Appreciate the help. Appreciate the strategy. And hey, if you get bored, check out Nick B Designs on Instagram and Etsy. We're doing 3D printed sim racing parts and custom work.
Excellent, man. We'll have to check that out. And once again, man, thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for racing with uh, FWM FourWide Motorsports. I'm gonna send it back to Colton because I think Colton's gonna close us out for the night.
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
We got producer Tracy here's jumping in just for a second because we might have some beef. We've got Nick Biddy Designs. Man, I'm sitting here with a camera on your hood, and I'm with Eastern Technical Design Incorporated, and just want to make sure that we aren't competitors away from the racetrack here. I do drafting work for a living. And I know you were just talking about doing some 3D printing, that sort of thing. But Nick, what do you do for a living, man, away from the track?
I'm a mechanical engineer.
Oh my God, we got beef, y'all. We got beef. Oh yes. Oh yes.
so my real day job is I'm a mechanical. I'm the mechanical engineer for a poultry processing company. So I don't know if you're in the poultry industry or not, but
I've done some work there. Yes, I have actually.
There you go. There you go.
so we got beef here, guys. Anyway, congratulations, Nick. I didn't mean to mess up anything
no,
here, guys. Anyway, just kind of want to toss that to you and just tease you a little bit. Hey, it's
for
a
sure.
good
Appreciate
night.
that.
Nothing's going to mess it up tonight, right? You won the race, so there we go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, all right. I'll let you guys go. Oh, one more thing, Chooch and Colton. Before we sign off, we do have a couple other producer things here we need to cover. The first one being the results of the race. If you guys kind of want to go through this for me, and we got one more thing after this.
Yep, I figured I would get to all that.
Okay. Got you. Just want to make sure.
So for everybody at home here is your results from tonight's race. Your winner, Nick Biddy in the number 1 car. Stephen Luttrell, second. Your third runner was Hunter Carlson. Our buddy Chris Golden in the 86 car. Mr. ARCA in the 4th spot. Danny Michelle finishing out your top 5. Caleb Sisk in 6th. Carson Rowland in 7th. Ron Walters in 8th. Skylar Herod in 9th. And Yogi Schleer rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, and Colton, I got Wayne Cannon in 11th place. I got Connor Leach in 12th. Thomas Silva in 13th. Mike Curaview in 14th. Chris Norris in 15th. Paul Dillon 16th. Daniel Mindfood Jones in 17th. Kenneth Camp comes in 18th. Benjamin Hallball 19th. And 21. I don't know what happened to 20, but 21 is Harold Rothery. I'm sorry about that. And Joe Davey is 20. I don't know why 20 is after 21, but hey, we'll take it.
Yeah,
I'm
a little
not
bit
sure.
of mess up there, Charles. So there is your finishing result of the Windy City 150 at Chicagoland here with FWM in the ARCA series. As we see, we have the point standings as Danny Michelle is holding that lead over Hunter Carlson in second, Stephen Luttrell in third, Chris Golden moving up a spot, taking number 4, Dave Calvert Sr. moving up 5 spots for your top 5 in the points, Yogi Schleer in 6th, Joshua Tressler in 7th, Landon Brown taking a fall in 8th, Caleb Ross in 9th, and Connor Leach in your top 10 in points.
Yeah, we got Christian Slater is tied for 10th. We've got a tie for 12th with Taylor Autry and Harold Rothery. 14th looks like David Colbert Jr. Chris Hallball is in 15th. Daniel Mindfood Jones 16th. Wayne Cannon right behind him in 17th. 18th Ron Waters. Nick Biddy, our winner tonight, he moves into 19th place, up 2 spots. And your top 20 rounded out by Austin Cansdale.
And as you see here, we have your position 21 in points. Our buddy Chris Norris 22nd, Joe Bolwin. 23rd, Bradley Young. 24th, Carson Rowland. 24th, it's a battle for 24th with Mason Silva. 26th would be Joseph David. 27th, Paul Dillon. And 28th, Michael Corvu. And that is your points in the ARCA standings here with FWM. As we have a couple other things to put up here for everybody viewing at home. I'm not sure what our producer wants to go with here, but I'll just throw it out there. We have our race sponsorships for FourWide Motorsports here. You can select which package you would like to sponsor the league here. Just helps out with everything to run more smoothly, lighten the load on some of the admins here. Just give everybody an all-around fun place to run. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out to any one of the admins in FWM here. We really appreciate anybody's help, especially, everybody joining in, subscribing. We are on all platforms here with FourWide Motorsports. We do have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We are on Twitter. We are also on YouTube with FourWide Motorsports Network. So we have a bunch of different things going on here with the league. We appreciate everybody's help. And if you're more than willing to help out with the league, feel free to reach out. We really appreciate anybody here. If you're also looking to race with FWM, I'm not sure if we're still recruiting, but we'll put it out there. If you're looking to run with us, we do have different things going on, as we have iRacing on Mondays and Fridays. We have NASCAR 25 on the PS5. We do have PC. Drivers are all are welcome. We just ask that you be clean, respectful, and you have fun. So feel free to join the Discord here and just let us know what you're looking for. We also have Monster Jam. We're starting up a lot of stuff here with FWM, trying to get everybody different views and different areas that people want to join in and have some fun here. So feel free to join the Discord here, and we'll get you set up with whatever you're looking for. With that being said, Charles, it was a great race here tonight. Any final words?
And I think I'm going to let that one speak for itself. A lot of great racing. Those guys switched places, traded paint and switched places up front all race. So what an amazing race, and always a pleasure. Tracy, great job. Colton, amazing job. All the admins, race control, Wayne, everybody puts on a great show here. The fans, thank you very much for stopping by. Again, hit that like button and that bell there down in YouTube. Please, it'll help us a ton. And yeah, Colton, that's all for me.
I do want to send out a big thank you to our producer here, Tracy Brown, making us all look good out here, doing a great job behind the scenes, getting the broadcast all set up here. He's got Eastern Technical Designs. We also have Studio 86. We got Crowfoot Wraps, Crowfoot Hat Company. We got the FourWide Motorsports Network, all in conjunction here. Tracy, we appreciate everything you do. All the admins, Wayne for putting on the show here, giving us a league, giving us different things to join in. We really appreciate everything. We have fun here with FourWide Motorsports. So check us out everywhere. As you can see, our upcoming schedule. I know tomorrow night we have some Monster Jam, so you can check out Wayne's. I believe he's on Twitch and YouTube. He will be streaming Monster Jam tomorrow. So check that out. Monday, we have 8 p.m. We have our truck series at the Worldwide Technology Raceway. And we'll be back here next Friday, 9 p.m. with the FWM ARCA series at Michigan. With that being said, everybody, thank you for joining. What an amazing race tonight. I wish you all to have a good night, get a good night's sleep. Thank you for being here with FourWide Motorsports, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.